Hi my friends, this is Nick Pratt and today I've got an Allysian Sciences review for you. I just want to make it clear that I'm not a distributor for the company. I'm not promoting as an affiliate. You will see a lot of reviews on here, they're just trying to recruit you. I've done a deep dive look at this company so you can make the best decision for yourself. I'll reveal the kind of the good, the bad and the ugly. So you can make an informed decision. Now, just to show that I'm a credible source, if you've never heard of me before, you can see testimonials from my students here, here, and here. I'm also one of the top 50 MLM bloggers in the niche, along with greats such as Ray Higdon, Ann Sieg, Eric Worre, and other leaders. I get between 40 and 70 free leads per day, and this can rise to 200 leads per day when I use paid traffic, and I help my students get these results as well for their network marketing business. So stay tuned to the end and I'll tell you a bit about how I can help you with that. But first of all, I want to talk about Allysian Sciences and what it actually is, and what it's all about. So basically it's currently in pre-launch, and at the time of shooting this video, March 2015. The product is brain nutrition, and they've got a kind of a few different products related to that, and I give some more information on my blog post on that point. If you're on YouTube, click the link at the top of the description to head on over to the blog, and there's more training on there as well. Next point is you can make money through selling the products on a retail basis as well as recruiting. So basically, the products, they're in the brain nutrition niche, MLM niche, and you can obviously sell them on retail basis as well as recruiting. Now, like I point out on the blog, the products have fantastic health benefits and they look good quality. However, let's just be honest here, the main money is in the MLM side and recruiting. That's where 90% of the income comes from with distributors, and obviously recruiting can be very, very difficult in this industry, and I do help on that side. And unfortunately, a company like this, they will tell you to do the traditional side, which is, hassling friends and family and all that sort of stuff. It does work, but it's not scalable and it's very, very time consuming. So this is a photo of the product, or one of the products, and you can get more information about the products on the blog post. Click the link at the top of the description box if you're on YouTube. Now I want to talk very briefly about whether it's a good idea to promote this kind of business. Now, it absolutely is, in a way. However, recruiting is very difficult, and unfortunately, looking at this business, it doesn't look like they give the cutting edge online marketing training that you need. A lot of network marketing companies, you're still told to really just use traditional tactics, making your own market list, buying leads, things like that. Those tactics are very, very tough, and I think that's what contributes to the 98% failure rate. So stay tuned in this video, and I'll explain to you how I get between 40 and 70 free leads per day. Now the next thing is on the recruiting side. You will get a lot of people that ask the question, is Allysian Sciences a scam? And I want to make this really clear and kind of put my stake in the ground on this. I don't recommend using old school prospecting to promote, but this business opportunity isn't a scam. Now, if you're just doing old school prospecting, I believe that your chances of success are very limited, unless you're an excellent salesperson, and you have a huge network of hundreds of people. So it's not a scam, but it's very hard to recruit, okay? And I'll give you some training that will help with that. But I don't recommend just doing the tactics that they tell you. You're also helping build someone else's business. That's something you've got to be prepared for, that the rug can be pulled out from underneath you. MLM companies do shut down a lot. And in my training, which I'll tell you about in just a sec, I tell you about branding yourself so that if the rug is pulled out from underneath you, you've still got a list of prospects that you can sell to forever, really. So it's not a scam, but you will be told to use pound in the pavement strategies, and these don't work like they used to. Nowadays with the internet, people have got very short attention spans, and they do go online looking for business opportunities. So the tactics that used to work no longer work as well, unfortunately. So it looks like a pretty good business opportunity, but as I said, the marketing training does look limited. But it is good to see that they've got a proper product. So here's some good sides. Good products, great health benefits. I give more information on the blog about that. I do like the branding that they've got as well, and the website looks very swish, very fancy. And also the management team as well. I've heard good things about the management team that are on board. A bad point, I would say, are there doesn't seem to be cutting edge online marketing training available. I'll help you with that in just a sec. The other thing is saturation. When lots of people are promoting the same thing, you get something called banner blindness, and it's very difficult to stand out from the crowd. Basically, with banner blindness, people ignore your marketing message because they've seen it from thousands of other people, and the worst mistake in marketing is to get ignored. So I'm going to explain how you get around the bad points now, and this will be appropriate for you whether you plan to promote Allysian sciences or something completely different. This will help you. So basically, this is the way I do it, and this is the way I teach my students to do it. You brand yourself first on the front end, because leading with the opportunity is the number one mistakes made by newbies. They just have the company branding plastered all over their Facebook page. You brand yourself on the front end, and don't worry, I'll show you how to do this. And that way people see you as a leader, and then you have your business opportunity on the back end. The reason this is necessary is because people only join leaders, okay? That's why you see all the leaders branding themselves. So the best thing to do is to brand yourself first and then have your business opportunity on the back end rather than the other way around. Now, if all that sounds confusing to you, I do show you how to do this for free in my ebook, The Lead Generation Blueprint, and I also show how to drive traffic and how to get between 40 and 70 free leads per day. So if you'd like to grab that, if you're on my blog, simply look for a button to grab it. If you're on YouTube, simply click the link at the top of the description box and hop on over to the blog, and then you can grab this totally 100% for free. And I show you all these tactics on what to do. If you need a business opportunity recommendation, I can provide one on request as well. You can also add me to Facebook for more questions. It's facebook.com/nick.pratt.564, nick.pratt.564. Feel free to ask me any questions about the industry, about promoting business opportunities, or you can ask for a recommendation on the business opportunity I promote, and that I'm a top producer with, so I'm happy to help with that. And finally, I hope the review's been helpful. It does look like a pretty good business opportunity, but there are downsides. Whether you decide to promote it or not, I do recommend grabbing the ebook. It'll really help with your marketing on how to get 40 to 70 free leads per day, which means you can literally dominate with anything that you promote, and that's exactly what I do. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. Take care, chat soon, and have a great day.